We've already talked about it. Venus has just entered Leo. So, what does that mean? It means she's opposing Pluto in Aquarius retrograde. Venus has stepped into Leo, the heart, the fire, the stage light, the microphone, the center of creativity and love. And at the very moment that she arrives at the first degree of Leo, she is going to look her pretty ass right across the sky and lock eyes with Pluto, who is at 1 degree Aquarius. But he's not just regular Pluto. A, he's retrograde. B, this conjunction is going to still be together when he starts his out of bound journey. So this isn't just peanuts. Venus, the planet of money, love, art, value, beauty, and desire. The Sabian symbol for where she's at is blood rushes to a man's head. A surge of passion, a rush of enthusiasm, the beginning of a bold, beautiful story. But also a warning. Also a warning. When we dive headfirst, we tend to lose some clarity. We do. Heart is pounding, the blood is hot, and the emotions are just freaking overwhelming. Can we hold our center while channeling and engaging this new energy force? And oh, Mr. Pluto, he's sitting over there opposite her in Aquarius. We know this Sabian symbol. We've talked about it a lot on old Adobe Mission. A structure built to endure the elements, endure time, a foundation that is designed to last, even in isolation, like even against all odds. This is about survival and discipline, and it's about having the resolve to dedicate ourselves to a higher mission. So what happens when pretty little Miss Venus just rushes into Leo with all the passion possible, wanting to shine, wanting to be loud, collides with Pluto, his oppositional energy. Pluto, especially in Aquarius, can be a little cold, a little stern, but enduring, unyielding, but all the time demanding that we remember the weight of power. We get a little tug of war. That's what oppositions are. Like pulling everything to light. Venus doesn't want to be quiet. She wants to be seen. She wants to create. She wants to love without shame. Pluto is pulling us back, saying, if you want this to last, you need to wield your true power. You have to face your shadows, especially the ones surrounding money, power, control, and sex. In survival, you must build with endurance, not just enthusiasm. Anytime Venus and Pluto have an aspect together, like that's intense, okay? Venus is desire and love and attraction, and Pluto can be a magnet. You can also get a little obsessed. So most of the time things get really intense surrounding relationships or finances. Gotta watch out for power struggles, deep obsessions, some little karmic attraction that you can't understand but is making you go crazy, jealousy, magnetic love affairs. That's their language. That's Venus and Pluto's language together. Like, it's either someone like you could transform with, go deep with, be reborn with, or like they're gonna try to kill you with how much they're obsessed with you. The opposition, though, demands integration, okay? You cannot simply give yourself away to passion without thinking of the power dynamics, especially now, ladies. There needs to be some reckoning in every relationship when it comes to like control issues, but also the structures that underlie what we value. And then the mofer's going out of bounds. Okay, what a twist. That means that he no longer plays by the rules. He can do whatever he wants. He's outside of the reach of the sun. He is not in our light anymore. Pluto already governs the underworld, secrets, transformation. Now, while out of bounds, he's going to become a little bit more extreme. Revelations, exposures, obsessions, radical transformations. They all have a possibility to intensify. That's why you should really look to your chart to see where Leo and Aquarius are, where this dynamic is. If you do whole sign, if you do Placidius, look to where 1 degree Leo is and 1 degree Aquarius is. Our collective power struggles will probably escalate a bit. Tug of war between Venus and Pluto, it is not just personal. It is ancestral. It is collective and it is political. Because if you really cut it down to the bare interpretation, a Venus and Neptune trine can also be very, very romantic. People love it when Venus and Neptune are together, except for the fact that there can be some manipulation, some delusion, some head in the clouds type stuff. Now, it's a trine, so it should be a little bit more powerful, but it depends. It depends on how it's sitting in your chart, how it affects. But there could be a possibility that new creative projects, new romantic partnerships can be good. But like I said, Neptune's the one that makes my butt pucker. I hate I hate manipulation, all that stuff. It scares me. Yeah. Venus gonna opposite Pluto, gonna be trining Neptune. I'll do a separate video on that because that's a lot. That's a lot. And this Venus and Pluto is a lot. So I'll do that right after. They're Aries, 1 degree, the raw primal beginning of a zodiac. This is initiation energy. This is new story time. Something is cracking the fuck open. Symbols are clear. Blood rushing to the head. Foundations that last. Something powerful is being birthed. It could be reckless if we don't ground that. But it could also very much set in motion a mission that outlives us. What does this mean for us personally? In relationships, expect intensity, like the attraction that you just can't get away from, or the surfacing of some shadow dynamics. Money, hidden debt, power grab, money struggles, power struggles, but a chance to reclaim. Reclaim your value and stand sovereign at your worth. In art and creativity, the demand to create not for applause, as a lasting mission. Can your art endure? Can your love endure? Venus will not be silenced in Leo. Enough with the hiding, she says. Enough with the control. Love is power. Love and beauty is revolution. Pluto will test her, pulling her back towards the structures of survival. But the blood is already rushing and the heart is already awake. This is the invitation. Can you channel your passion with endurance? You balance the raw rush of desire, the long-term mission of transformation with the long-term mission of building solid foundation. Because remember, this isn't ordinary. Pluto's going to go out of bounds. And I'm going to make another video talking about all the stuff Venus is doing. She's getting around. This is going to be a journey of where the rules of love and power get rewritten. My biddies can't wait. How about you?